Good morning, traders. It's E with MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com. And it is about 9:15 on the 24th of January, 2019. Just had a news event, and we'll do a little bit of analysis and overview for this morning's trading. And a reminder that trading is a risky business and you should trade responsibly. Use risk capital you can afford to lose. And by the way, I see Anthony's name here. He's got a radio program. He's going to be coming out with a TV show. That's exciting news. This is a very visual business, and I think that will be a smash success. And I know Anthony and class act. So follow him. Make sure you support those type of programs. I think it'll be a wonderful education for all of us. And congrats to him. He's really a mover and a shaker. This was what I was looking at for the news event. And if we take a look at the range that was established prior to the news, this 31 low, and we had the 45.5 high. So the assumption is range trading until proven otherwise. If we get a breakout type trade, then we already know next targets that we're looking for. And I'd posted in the room that we're testing resistance first, and we had 43.75 as our demon. So I want to look at a couple of charts just to put these ideas together. And we knew that we had 38.25 as our gap. So first target coming down, if you are in that trade, is to look for the gap trade and then perhaps the bottom of the pipe in that 37 area. And then if you can get down and test the 32s to 34s, that's really where you expect a range trade to dry up and in the bottom few boxes. And for perspective, we had noted this chart that we were bumping into that 46 right in here, the middle of the pipe. This is the way I had it set up prior to it. Yesterday when we left, we had the green box down here, yellow box here, and the red box here. So you just slide them up. If this is your fighting box, then you just slide them up one. So we already knew that this was our next resistance zone, yesterday's high area. And we also know the support for now is just 28. So that was the basis of my call, saying that, okay, it's a range trade right now, and we're being capped by this middle, this 45 middle right now. So first things first, range trade resolve this yellow box before anything else. If you were looking at the monthly box, then that also was being capped by this 47 area for now. And we had a pretty good bounce yesterday, but into the theoretical resistance for now. News event, you need to give it some time to play out. Here was our 43.75 demon, and our angel at 33.5. At which time I said, make sure you are paid. The assumption is this 32 is support until broken. So that was my quote educated guess prior to news. And yeah, maybe lucky, but it is educated. After a while, you get a feel for these ideas and you put a few things together. So for now, range trading, this is that box, that Slim Jim we had for 4 hours. So once we break that, it opens up the door to the next little support, that 37 area, and then the door gets open to the bottom of that range. And that's why we said on the first bounce back, really should be paid by 40 to 42. Okay, and this is what I'm referring to right there in the bottom of that box. So this conformed nicely to a range type trade, not a breakout trade, just trading the range. If you have your quote VIG already, if you've got your 4 or 5 points for the day already, and you've taken profits and you didn't even bother buying for the gap trade, no worries. Usually it happens fast and you can't get both sides, but you will try to get one side. And as I said, we've been bouncing, and for now, theoretically, because we went from low to high, pullbacks can get bought until we take out the lows. So fairly tight overnight range, nice range trade. And if you got either sometimes you can't get the first move. It happens too fast. If you miss it, then you either look for the contra at support, or you look to re-enter in the direction of that first thrust. And that would be the second entry right here to try to tag that 33.5, 34. Just putting together a few pieces of the puzzle to help see what potential ideas may or may not exist. I'd also posted this idea. And this idea is I said this 12 is support on the 60-minute chart. And I said our pivot point is this 34. Take a look at one more chart. And it was the basis of this chart that I said, I want to make sure that I see 32 as support. Okay, I'm looking at the RTH chart, the 5-minute chart, and I'm saying this blue line is right here. So the shorts really need to get the price under that 32 and stay there if they want to win this battle. And that's why I wanted to be aware of 32 as support for now until broken. We also know that is last year's middle. So pretty important idea for now. So we can see we bounced above this into this next box. Haven't been able to take out and get to the top of it. But right now, if we want to look at kind of the range of where we're fighting, I want to look at this over and under this 32, because that's the middle that we're fighting for right now for last year's middle. So you want to be aware of these numbers, I guess, is the point that I'm trying to make. Okay, currently this is a 2-day chart, basically framing yesterday's high and low, and then placing today's range inside it. And if you're looking at this chart, so far we have not had in the overnight range very much penetration underneath the middle of yesterday's range. We had this sharp sell, and then we had the V bounce. We'd said ignore this territory below at 17. This is an undercut low, and we said okay. As long as we're bouncing above that low, market has found support temporarily anyways and is bouncing, and that's what we got into the close, and even overnight we've still been bouncing. So it's my feeling this 32 to 33 very important area today, and the shorts need to get it underneath there and stay there. They want to keep this pattern intact of lower highs and lower lows. And it may not be as easy to do today as it was yesterday. So first things first, if you've already got your quote VIG for the day, you can be choosy about when and where you want to trade. Goal is take capital out of the market as responsibly as we can. So this is a picture today. We want to notice and understand where next outlier areas may or may not be. And in my opinion, that obviously this top box will be important. And down here, this 18 to 22, very important. So I don't expect to stay here in this range all day. And I could see us today taking out both sides of the overnight high and low. So for now, all we know is support, overnight lows, resistance, overnight highs, and range trading in between. Hopefully those of you who have these, the eWidget, are able to set up your charts like this. If not, that's part of what I feel is my responsibility, is to help you guys do that, to have the same tools I'm using. Okay, we are still rejecting that idea of 42 resistance for now. Anybody that has played short side, a reminder, we're going to be opening and probably don't have the same edge right now that we did earlier because we're in the middle. Sidelined if you've already got your VIG, relax a couple of minutes. Good luck today and play well.